Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Vorm, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod pack for 7 Days to Die called Project Z. I know fairly little about the mod pack. It's been mentioned a couple of times recently in my live streams for both Vanilla and Afterlife. So I decided, let's take a look. I'm up for something new. We had our fun with Vanilla. We jump back over into my Afterlife run, and I think I finished that one up. And so I was looking around for something new for 7 Days to Die. And sure, let's jump into Project Z. So I've only done a very tiny amount of research on it. Got it downloaded and installed, and jumped into a game world for like 5 minutes just to see the interface. So that's about the sum total of my experience with the mod pack. So I won't be able to answer a whole bunch of questions. I'm going to be figuring things out as we go. I know it's a fairly extensive mod pack, adding quite a bit of content in various ways. Just how far and how fast it will deviate from vanilla, I don't know. We're going to go mostly, well, let's hit new game here, and we'll look at the options and the settings. I don't know, really, what to set the difficulty at, because I don't know just how extensive the changes are. I'm always nervous about jumping up difficulty options for a new mod. Afterlife, for example, I absolutely cannot play it like I can on vanilla. So I think I've decided I'm going to settle on warrior. So default difficulty is adventurer. We'll bump up to warrior. That's a couple of down from insane. We'll leave the rest of this alone. Over in basic, let's bump up to 16. I'm not going to mess with the Blood Moon stuff. We'll leave the speed settings alone for this first initial look. Depending on how far we get and how much I learn, restarts are very likely. This is not going to be a complete full playthrough of the mod pack. Not even close. Once I get things kind of figured out, I'll likely restart. So let's just keep things somewhat default for now, and then we'll adapt the difficulty once I understand a little better just what kind of changes are being made. I'm still going to go unlimited daily quest progression, but otherwise we'll set all of the advanced options back to default as well. So I think we'll just stick with this. Actually, why even move it? Let's just, let's just go default. I really don't want to go back down to adventurer. As much experience as I have with 7 days in general, probably we're safe on warrior. Safe-ish. All right. I think that'll be fine. Let's just go with those settings for this first look. Nearly default settings. Pretty close. We'll call it OV Solo 46. We're going to do a new random world gen, and we'll say Project Z 1, 2, 3. That'll be our, our world setup. All right, let's hit start. It's going to take it a couple of minutes to gen the world and get loaded in. So it's a server-side only mod, or mod pack. So if you were going to play it on multiplayer with other friends and so on, the clients, the other people joining, don't need to install anything in particular. That's pretty much what that means. I know it's got boss monsters and just a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even have the full list. Looking at the download page, armor rebalancing, better stacks, quests, bosses, contracts, ammo crafting, elite zombies, fear and fatigue mechanics, bunch of game balance fixes, new HUD, master skills, mining rebalances, radio stations, modifiers, resources, self traits, which are kind of like character gen traits from Project Zomboid or Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and other games as well. But when you first start, you'll read a book, and it'll give you some points. You click on it to spend the points, and it randomly assigns positive and negative traits to you that have various, I think mostly passive effects, bonuses and negatives in various places. Just lots of stuff. Whole bunches of stuff. That's just a very brief overview. So, we'll see just how extensive and pervasive the changes are. It's running on vanilla 2 point whatever we're on currently, so That's good. We'll get the benefits of the better performance. I don't know how impacted it'll be by the mod changes. Hopefully we don't have any of the mem problems that we were having over and over in Afterlife. Yeah, so my brief time I spent in game, a lot of new information, new screens to look at on the character information, more tabs to go through for perks and skills and all that kind of stuff. Whole lot of information. I don't know how much of it we'll figure out while we play in this first look, or just how different we'll see, how many of the differences we'll see, but, you know, we'll plug away at it. I gotta decide what weapon systems we're gonna use. Maybe I'll just go free form, and we'll just kind of roll with whatever we get loot-wise. I think they give you, at least I started with a pretty high-level bone knife. Alright. Game world created. Now just the regular loading in screens. Go read some more ModPack info. Armor rebalance, complete rebalance of all armor in the game, and the addition of new bonuses from sets. Also added a bonus from their armor class when wearing one type, and mechanics of half sets. Twice as much bonus when wearing 2 or 3 elements of the set. Better quest rewards, reworked rewards for completing a quest from tier 3 and above. Change stack values for most of the items. Backpack size increases. Unique bosses and mini bosses. 75 mini tasks, aka contracts, with various rewards and varying difficulty. Elite zombies. Fear and fatigue. New mechanics for spending stamina and stress resistance. Okay. Master skills. The largest block in the set significantly expands the possibilities of crafting and opens a branch of mastery. Adds new stations, items, food, and much more. Significantly expands the gameplay. All right, we're in. The Duke left you a note to read. Right off a road, right next to a tiny construction POI. So, new HUD. I can't see most of it when I pause. We've got an elevation indicator up in the clock in the top left. Day 1 time, then down lower left. What's underfoot? Oh, okay, so you move different speeds depending on what you're running on. Telling me to read the note, and death XP penalty protection. So hit points, stamina, food and water, character level, and I think this around it will be your XP towards your next level. I don't know what these are. This is like maybe the stress indicator and the stamina thing they were talking about. In the fear and fatigue, new mechanics for spending stamina and stress resistance. Yeah, it's got to be what those are trying to tell me about. Okay. Across the top, we've got, let's see, skills. We've got new tabs. So same tabs over here. I don't know how much changes or rebalancing have been done in the normal skill trees. Looks mostly the same. Although some are grayed out because I can't take them immediately until I get points into agility, I'm sure. Yeah, locked. All right, so yeah, it looks pretty much the same up to that point. And then we go into the new stuff. Master skills. So, no idea how any of this works. Master tools. Any of the mining tools level 100 or refining tools level 75 crafting skills will allow you to create tools master magazines. Reading these magazines will allow you to upgrade or create rare tools and modifications to them. Improved auger, chainsaw, impact driver, reactor auger, impact driver, and reinforced parts mod. Alright, a lot of mastery level things. in a bunch of different categories. Master Farmer. Okay. So, sounds like that's going to be a long time away before we get into the mastery stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. Passive skills. So, adaptation. I believe they've changed the biome progression stuff so that you have to spend a bunch of time in the biome in order to build up the resistance, and it counts how long you've been in the biome, and you get increasing benefits as you go through. Survive in the forest for an hour, experience gained increased, wood production increased, clay production increased, damage all zombies increased. And yeah, 25 hours total time spent. And I think you become immune to the negative effects once you finish that off. All right, a weapons expert. That's a long list. Dead hunting. Kill zombies at night, kill zombies with headshots, and then bosses. Devourer, Gargoyle, Bear Daddy, Biatch, Burning Flesh, Cholera, Bull, Shocker, Veteran, and Carrier. Alright, kill each one a certain number of times, I assume, yep. So that's passive skills, they'll just kind of happen as we do things. Then we have the perfection tree. Attribute perfection. It works kind of like the stats. You have to raise the perfection level to a certain number and then qualify for these things. So superiority, healthy body. To unlock that, you have to have perfection level 1. Stone upon stone. Perfection level 1, strength level 3. What kind of bonuses are we getting here? Block damage increases up to 100%. Meat feast. A food court worker. And our resources when butchering animal increased. Alright, pretty straightforward. Learning ability, probably XP. Yep, XP gain. Okay. So that's the perfection system, and it runs off of the same perk point system. That we're going to have to pay attention to fairly quickly. And then finally, the self-traits. So, no skill points are required here. Character's personal self-traits are formed automatically at the beginning of the game. You can change positive or negative traits during the game. So these are the things we're going to get randomly assigned to us. We've got a list of positive traits and then a list of negative traits. And reading this book, or using these items, resets the self-traits. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and read the initial book. Here you'll find survival on the edge, new armor, weapons, stations, zombies, bosses, pumping, and much more. The overall gameplay has been significantly expanded and is constantly being improved. Enjoy. Okay. Click. Your character's personal traits have been formed. You've gained 7 positive and 7 negative trait points. Okay, so we got 1 point of genius, 1 fast adaptation, a charismatic, 2 lucky guy, quality of loot received is increased, a jack of all trades, excel at work that requires precision, increases item creation speed, increases number of mutation samples. And to evolve it, you just need to butcher enemies. Whoa, butcher 1,000? Youch. There's some big numbers in some of these things. And 1 point of team player, which, gee, how useful is that playing solo? And a bunch of negatives. Yeah. All right. I don't like that grouping. Let's select again. See if we get a different 12 and 11. Youch. All right. Which 12? Which 11? Whole bunch of 1s. I wonder if it's absolutely random. It's looking absolutely random. Schumacher. Skilled driver. Speed for vehicles is increased. Alright. A lot of negatives. Yeah, I don't like that one either. Alright, try again. This time, 6 and 6. I don't want 6. I want 12. 10 and 7. Which 10? I was hoping to get like athletic build. You know, I like athletic stuff. Hardening, what, damage reduction? Oh, nope. Hardening is the weather effects from going over to the other biomes. Charismatic, probably price reductions, yeah. Alright. Sure. I guess we'll just go with this. We got 1 point of genius for more XP. So athletic build needs what? Just run. Requires 4 hours of exercise to evolve. 14,400 seconds remaining. Alright, so you can earn this stuff as you play and or, I believe, remove the negative traits, like obesity. Losing weight 4 hours. While digesting food, your mobility is reduced, woo, by a lot. Basically, run and you'll lose weight. And jump. And attack. Alright. I got the idea. I don't know if I should keep these or ditch them. Chapter 1, Self-Healing. You woke up and found a piece of paper with a message next to you. You don't remember who left it or when. Here's the first part of the message. If you woke up and are reading this, then you're not that easy to kill. I found you yesterday before sunset, but there was no way to help. Judging by the external object sticking out of your leg, I wasn't sure you'd survive until morning. But if you were able to, I left a couple of bandages next to you if you try to get that thing out. Ow, ow, ow. So apparently we're pulling the thing out of our leg. Then we get some bandages. I only got a tier 2 knife. I got a tier 5 knife in my first test game. I want the tier 5 knife back. The offender. Here's the second part of the message. When I was examining you, I heard some movement nearby. I'm not sure that this creature will abandon its prey. However, it apparently doesn't have the strength to attack. In any case, you have some time to recover. Try to patch yourself up before looking for her. Alright. You gonna summon an enemy? Yep, there he is. Let's go stabby stabby. Oh, we got hit point indicators for Bo. Said something about they can't attack, but, you know. Hey! Sure looked like he tried to attack. If you manage to get out, try to get to any trader. They all know me. I'll be able to give you supplies for the first time. Say that it is from me. Okay. Alright, let's do the normal questline stuff now. We still need to do that stuff. So, we'll grab some grass, grab some sticks. Alright, I gotta open the challenge window. What did you just do to me? Why did that happen? Now we got charismatic, hardening, no genius. And a lot more options. 11 and 7. There's genius and athletic. Jack of all trades. Any negatives in the 2 or 3 category? No? Alright. Let's go with this arrangement. Okay. Need stone. More stone, please. I got a cement mixer. Okay. We'll chomp it all the way down. Okay, primitive. Outfit. Gloves, hood, and shoes. Oops. Shoes. Alright, torch. We don't start with one, so we're pretty much all set to go. 700? Wow. Okay. Sure. I guess. And let's go grab the cement mixer contents before we head down the road. Oh, that's right. Don't interact with them. You gotta chop them up. We woke somebody up. Alright, let's get out of here. We need nests. Perk points. Where are we going to put perk points? Do a stun baton build? I don't think any of this stuff... Well, maybe Crusher? What did Crusher do? Attack speed with heavy melee weapons. Yeah, that is particular to a weapon set. Light melee attack speed, damage, and resource gathering. That's kind of a knife build. Wasteland bonuses. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do the agility build. Challenge complete? Really? I think this stuff has been changed as well. Alright, keep moving. Wasting a lot of the day. It's already 1300. Looking through and reading all of the mod stuff. Burned up a lot of my morning. I got no time for that. Where are you hiding all the nests? Man. I mean, really? That's a long time without seeing a single nest. Still don't see one. Finally. We can make our torch now, once I get some cloth. A bottle of murky water? Nice. We're stacking up the forge books early. Nah. Really trying to push me into sledgehammers.
If you want some fancy good afternoon, wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't. Let's make a pact. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb. My shop, my rules. You
A
follow,
wrench.
or you fuck off.
Precious metals. Everything looks pretty normal other than the precious metals. Pretty standard otherwise.
You're getting on my nerves.
All right,
friend.
so we got a bunch of quest book thingies popped open and a starter bundle. Starter bundle contains helmet light mod right off the bat, huh? 10 yucca juice, 34 water, 15 stamina, 5 bacon and eggs, honey. Okay, let's go ahead and get the helmet light put on. Alright, first up, Chapter 4, Quest Survival Chapter 4, better than just pipes. If you're interested in a more powerful weapon, I have a task for you. Kill 150 zombies. You can choose the one you like from the trader. Okay. Quest New Home, Chapter 1, Hut. If you want to survive here, you'll need a roof over your head. I'm not sure you have any experience in construction, but right now we need everyone who doesn't bite. I think I can help you. Build yourself a new wooden home and come to me. I'll return some of the resources and pick up a new tool for construction. Okay. Quest Resource Collector Chapter 1. Useful pieces of iron. Even infected builders can carry tool parts. Kill them on site. Collect the resources when you kill enough and take them to any trader. You can get an iron tool of your choice. And Quest Rare Samples. Communication with the outside world. Greetings, survivors. Settlers report that you somehow managed to survive. That's great. Extra hands wouldn't hurt. Even more so, extra heads. For now, settle in here and try to survive. Once you figure out what's what, it would be nice to establish communication. I don't like playing with a broken phone, and it's much easier to communicate with a smart stalker directly. In general, figure out how to create a radio station and install it. When everything is ready, you can find out my frequency from any merchant. Contact me and I'll tell you how we can help each other. And yes, nice to meet you. That was like 4 different people that we were talking to there. Okay, so now we're back to the items that we had accumulated. We're slightly overweight, which we'll fix here in a second. Gear is fine the way it is. Food and water. Let's chicken ration and one of these. Yum yum. Okay. All right, so I think the town is that way. Yeah, we'll make our little camp spot back here. Just playing single player. Not a server. Checking out the Project Z mod. Okay, hunting for carrier. Resource kit support. All sorts of new stuff. Oh yeah, get that made. That way we can complete that last quest in that group. The hell? What kind of odd angle is this? I guess. It just feels really weird. Just get it out of my inventory. I guess we'll keep that. All right. Oops. I didn't need to make another campfire. What are we at? 69? All right. 1800 already. Ouch. Yeah. All right, first two done. Let the rest of it go as it will. Biome badges. Yeah. All right, talk to the trader again, huh? Ouch. I don't know if I can get that done before it gets dark. Stab that ground. That is a lot of hits to kill one piece of dirt. Oh, come on. Stop with the shifty stuff. Not the direction I wanted. I'm not gonna get the direction I wanted. No matter what I do, it's gonna be a jagged zigzag. Or, you know, straight down, because the damn thing is hitting not where I'm aiming. I hate it when it does that. Oh, that was lucky. That was really lucky. Okay. Do.
You better. Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn, this is all I can spare. I got just... What are you standing there for? Don't you have work to try anything smart? I'd go broke with more customers like you. Alright, so
not going to finish that up before he closes, so there's no hurry. Ooh, I hope I set this far enough back. Let's go with the pipe ton. Get rid of you. More trees. Need to stockpile a little bit of wood, get some hatches made, and we'll be good to go. I'll head into town, see if we spot anything different.
So fuck off!
Alright, gonna get dark. We've got 60 arrows. Good enough to start with. We've got our hatches, our blocks. No points to spend. And gotta get to agility 5 before we can go deep cuts 3 anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and head on over to the mission spot. See what we can get done at night. Oh yeah. I was thinking maybe I needed some light, but I forgot vanilla basically, you know, removed light as a mechanic. It's always bright everywhere. Okay, yeah, we know this one. Only question is, does it have a dog? You have a really fast-moving zombie. Is that a feral? That nurse was hauling. Love the primitive bow in vanilla. It's so bad. Not a feral. You do have a dog. Ultra strength alloy. Can be found in the quarantine zone. Exchanged to the radio station. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be an L-bend, a small forest town. Nothing out that way. Got a lot of bottles there. Not liking the looks of most of the rest of this, unfortunately. All right, 2,400 already. I guess we should reset and actually clear it. Since we're so close, let's go dump inventory first.